Hello YouTube, hello Twitch, it is some more Darkest Dungeon. This might be the last episode, I don't know. You'll possibly know if I put like finale in the title. We'll see. There's two things I want to do now. Firstly, I want to exact my revenge on the Garden Guardian. So I've built together the greatest team of stonemasons of all time, and by that I mean, you know, guys that can deal with stonework enemies. Because this guy is a big stone statue with a big amount of armor, and I just want to, you know, smack him down. I didn't really appreciate what his gimmick is. I still don't fully appreciate his gimmick. It just seems like it's a really high armor enemy that you can't put statuses on. Kind of looks like a bit of an annoying enemy, honestly. Just like an extremely annoying enemy to deal with. After that, we've just got the Darkest Dungeon, and I'm kind of also doing this just to get my people who I want to bring to the Darkest Dungeon some negative quirks removed from them that are really bad. So this episode we might deal with the Guardian. God damn it, his name. And then if we do this quite quickly, I'll go into the Darkest Dungeon. I don't know what the Darkest Dungeon is. I've never actually ever gone into the Darkest Dungeon before on any of my other playthroughs. So I don't know if it's a one and done or if it's something I have to come back to multiple times. Either way, we'll hopefully be going there this episode. Now, one of the reasons I'm bringing this party out is not only have I got, you know, the Sculptor's tool on barely the crit, and my intention is just to crit this thing down, I've also got Callow here, who's from, like, the main party, and he has armor piercing as one of his camping skills. I do appreciate there's a world where this goes wrong for me in the form of my, like, timing might be off. If Callow gets, like, super, like, mentally boomed, I might have to basically just waste a cycle so that he can go through the sanitarium. If that's the case, I'll take like a medium veteran mission on a short mission, and I'll just pass like a day's worth of time doing that. We might as well grab a few of these things. Also, the Crimson Curse is a thing again, but this time I can cure the Crimson Curse. We don't need to worry about it too much. I should bring a bunch of torches from the outside. That seems fairly reasonable, and let's bring a few more of these. I think we're good to go. I said I don't think really anyone barring Callow in the squad is possibly going to be in my A team. So if the other three need stress healing, so be it. I also look around those crystal shards in the shop. There's some really interesting items in there. I kind of wish, and I know like this doesn't make any sense, I kind of wish the crystal shards could be obtainable in other metrics other than just the farmstead. I know like it's kind of what the farmstead is, right? But I just think it's not particularly fun, the farmstead. No offense, Darkest Dungeon creators, but I prefer this type of map compared to it, rather than like the endless mode. And there are some interesting things in there, but I feel like if I was really going to like fully invest in that, I should take the item which gives you more shards. But because I can't really be bothered doing that anymore, it feels kind of worthless. Now there's a few other items which are pretty good, but actually kind of interesting to use. Like for example, the Hellion had one that increases like her damage, I think, but if she misses an attack, she takes 5 damage. That seems really interesting as a gimmick. Trying to remember the other ones. There was another one where it's like a lot of these, like the effects are extremely strong, but you have a downside on them. And they look really cool, but it's a shame that like they're tied into a DLC, which I felt a bit repetitive when I played it. Anyway, this is a horrible battle. This is probably as bad a battle I've ever seen in the Crimson Court, which is funny since I've defeated the final boss of the Crimson Court. But anyway, we're gonna mark here, so hopefully one of my guys can pick up the kill. Nice. And then you have to stun. You have to stun. Barely, I think you go for the stun here, buddy. My actual other slight concern about the stonework enemy is he does have an AoE attack, and classically, AoE healing is not great with this party. In fact, healing in general is not super consistent with this party, since, you know, the occultist can do his... He can do miracles, he can also do, like, great tragedies. He has both of those things contained within his person. You picking up the Crimson Clap right now would be actually astonishingly bad. What have you got as well? Bleed resist. I'll burn that off as well. We might as well. I brought excess stuff out to deal with this. This does more damage to enemies that are marked, so take the mark damage. If that's blight or dead, you are deceased. I think Arbalest will get you healing. I need to remember as well, I put a healing skill on you, right? Yeah, the Childhood Treasure increases your healing skills. So you're actually becoming, like, legitimately a decent single target healer. I'll punch the fly again. Stun him for another turn. You pop. And I hope on the next cycle we can deal with this guy. The Chevalier is like one of my more hated enemies in terms of like, he's really scary. Like, he can put out some disgusting damage. I think he's picked up a few kills this campaign even. So I don't really want to fuck around with him too much. I guess we'll mark him on this turn with the Bounty Hunter since I can't hit slot 3 easily with this party. You should do the single target heal here. Level 26 heal on a single target is completely fine. It's when you roll a bunch of zeros that I get a little bit spooked. Alright, Chevalier's going to live for another turn. And this guy's only really truly scary when he starts critting like crazy. Then, like, you have an issue. Alright, Belly picks up another kill.
Give them no quarter.
My last concern now is this thing putting Crimson Curse on anyone. Honestly, you can heal yourself. Between the rest of the guys, we should be able to deal with one flying. Famous last words. He's on 1 health. Does this actually do what? It does. Alright, hex him to death.
Destroy them all.
Right, keep the torch up. I would like to get some scouting fairly soon. I think I know where the boss is. It's either bottom left or top left. My guess is bottom left. Close. Close. Alright, it's one of 2 places. It's the 2 places I said. Either way, as long as right now, because there's actually nothing in the tiles leading up to those corner tiles. As long as I get to the middle tile, I can just camp and we're fine. Is there actually anything you can do with this, by the way, to not get triggered by the event? I thought it was bandages, but it clearly isn't. You know what? Throw a torch in there. Didn't think that would actually work, but fuck it. I don't need this shit anymore. Why risk the bleed? Okay. No scouting. I'm going to do the camp, because again, all I want to do is beat this boss, so
together.
Every resource you can save up until that point is fantastic. I didn't check if this party's got not nighttime ambush effects. I hope we do. I'm going to assume we do. Anyway, give you some super buffs. Oh, you've got it on stress. That's fine. I'll take the stress. And I think we just give you more crit chance. We've given you, like, effectively armor-piercing, stonework, additional damage, that type of jazz. So you should be smashing this boss to pieces. You should be turning them into rubble. Right, we will not be doing that. Also, clearly this means I didn't actually get scouting on this pathway, which I thought we did. But hey-ho. It's fine, as long as I don't go through, like, 4 battles, whatever it is, we're still golden. Is 1 battle in the case of armor piercing? Alright, well, this could go horribly wrong. I mean, I say this. If it ends up being that it's on this final tile, and I get into 2 battles, there's nothing I could do about it. Alright, Roger's picked up the Crimson Curse again. Roger's not really the issue. It's more like Callow picks up the Crimson Curse, is the big, scary thing.
The ground quakes.
Huge crit on the Hex. Oh, okay, actually real huge crit. That's scary. Alright, you should move back too. Get us into appropriate positions. Belly the crit does as his name says. Huge crit. Insta kills someone. Love to see it. And now, Callow. Do some blighting. I didn't bring law to them. I guess I should have considered it. You just picked up a disease. Oh no, you've passed your disease check. I honestly didn't know that was a disease checkable situation. The more you know. Let's get the mark in. Oh, Roger as well. Huge crits. It's dead. Everyone else needs to do healing then. And I love it when you roll these big numbers. It makes my life so much easier. I'll try and get one more heal in since he's already dead. I don't think we'll get it though. Actually, we're going to get it. Okay. Roger tops himself back up. Fine.
Slowly, gently.
Very, very reasonable. I've even got a bit of Vimto for Roger if he ever gets thirsty. Excellent. Right, now I need to not get another battle before the corner town. And also hope the boss is here. Are you here, boss? It is.
The hamlet cannot stand for this thing that
Okay. Here we go.
claim the prize.
So it has really high protection. We can mark it with the bounty hunter to also pierce through that. My character as well has armor piercing on pierce. So I think we're just going to smack his shield out. I could also just go for him, but he is guarded by the stone shield, so I think I have to work through this before I kill him. I could also go for the spear first, but then I can't hit it with this guy, so I think we're going to do this. Break through his shield and just see where the world takes us. You all have insane move resist as well, I forgot about that. I might as well mark. It's kind of worthless, but... Actually, just out of interest, how much does this do even with the protection on? Like, 17 damage is 17 damage. I can't really complain about that. Oh, you can't hit slot 1? That's my bad. Actually, I can hit slot 2, which will make me hit slot 1. Sorry, I misplayed that turn. That being said, I suspect you're going to be doing more healing than anything else, because again, we don't have AoE healing. So I need to stay on top of this. That being said, Roger, I don't think we need to stay on top of it just yet. Man, it feels so nice doing real damage. Seven damage, I laugh. The movement is pretty annoying. The stun is actually exceptionally annoying. We can sort this out in the next turn, though. Shield nearly dead. Do you remember how long it took me to do this last time? With the party not well versed at dealing with stonework. You lived on 2. Oh my god, there goes the shield again. Blasting off again. It's fine. Now it's my time to pound the boss. 18 damage on Roger. I'm going to leave your bleed on for a second. Huge crit on belly. 39 damage. We're doing so much better. You'll move forward on this, put the occultist into the appropriate position. You're going to do a heal. Probably for the rest of the battle now, level you'll just be healing.
War can be healed, but never hidden.
Stress is going to become an issue this battle, I believe. I didn't really consider that, but... No stun. Alright. The shield breaks this turn anyway.
Confidence
right. One thing down.
Crumbles.
I'm going to assume now my best course of action is to deal with the shield. The spear, sorry.
Sedated.
Because doesn't this thing start going crazy now? So let's mark the font. Or even the fount. Yeah, this is the attack that's going to scare me. Yeah, that's going to be the issue. Can I live through this? Huge crit on the spear. Roger, I need you to start healing now, buddy. Oh, I forgot you can't hit the position 3. Okay, get the mark on. We're not going to get the armor reduction now that I think about it on the mark ever. Nice hit on the level heal. Like, this attack is so brutal, especially when it crits two of my guys.
Cannot be left unanswered.
The spear's so close to dying. So is the guy. Maybe I should have just raced him down.
Injury and despondence set the
I think what I'm going to do here is snipe this out rather than let it attack me. It's effectively doing like a heal, so to speak. Thank you for rolling not 0, but it's still pretty bad. You also want to bleed on, which is pretty bad. Anyway, it's one guy now. What's the worst that could happen? He's now doing 30 damage. Okay, I see the problem.
Exposed to a killing blow.
I am beginning to see the problem to an extreme level. You need to take a bandage. Barely, if you die doing this, your legend will live on forever. Right, get him off the door. Honestly, Roger's heal is like virtually pointless at this point because it won't get you out of the range of this guy putting you on death's door. So I'm going to accept that everyone next turn is going to go to death's door, but I'm going to try and kill him before then. Effectively, I've accepted that someone might die to bleed here. As long as it's not Callow, though. I gotta admit, it may have fucked up.
Teetering on the brink.
Callow can't die.
The abyss.
Well, I mean, he can, but I'd rather he not die. Pound him. Okay, never in doubt. Wasn't close.
There may be no end to this.
Take that, you stonework piece of garbage. Anyway, we're leaving. So I get the dissection kit, the Plague Doctor only. Okay, that seems pretty good, honestly. We get another blueprint for this. Interesting. I don't know why there's so many blueprints. Is there anything you can do with spares? Because I'm pretty certain I could have unlocked every building at this point, if I wanted to. Alright, acceptable. Cloister, transept, and penance is all free.
It will not last.
Useful. When all my guys need to be stress healed. Belly. We'll swap these out. They seem pretty acceptable to me. Okay. One last thing I want to quickly check, because we're probably not actually going to go to the dungeon right now. We will actually have to take that past time day. I need to de-stress Callow. Have you got a bad ability, though? I think, well, anemic's not great, but I think we can live with this. So what I'm going to do is... Callow, you only went to the brothel, right? We'll get Callow de-stressing. Roger, get in here. Also, I guess Revius is not ready, but we don't necessarily need Revius as the... as a guy on the final mission. Sister, maybe I do. Sister, what will you only do? Drink. What is wrong with all my guys? Brothel, and what will I only do? Gamble. We've got this lovely free cathedral here, and no one will use it. Alright, everyone just de-stress, it's fine. Everyone else needs something, Presco needs something. Sure, get in the brothel. Okay. Everyone else is just completely acceptable. I guess, why not? Well, do I go in one of these places? Do I? I'm going to just use this because it's free. And I'm probably not using you on this mission. My guys are all de-stressing for the final mission. I'll have one final look in here. That's as much as I'm willing to look. I couldn't be bothered scanning the things properly. We need a mission to waste some time. Give me a short veteran mission, please. Alright, give me... I actually can't do a mission, right, that is below veteran. I've only got 3 people. Yep. I really don't want to do a champion mission because I've just put all my guys in the old sanitarium. Oh, actually, sorry, before I do this, is there anyone that needs to go in the sanitarium? Because again, I'm wasting a cycle now. The damage is kind of irrelevant. The speed's not a big issue for the vessel because I want you to go last. I guess I could get rid of anemic here. England, have you got anything that's really bad? I guess nervous bleeder would be quite annoying. We'll get rid of that as well. Why could you not give me a short medium mission? Sorry, short mission general, short veteran mission. Oh, do I take my guys back to the cove? I really wanted to just for the sake of argument, just level up some of these guys that I don't use that often. Because we've basically just been doing purely champion missions recently, and we don't have a leper or a whatchamacallit, an abomination. I don't even remember the names anymore. That is an appropriate level. Alright, let's bring out Folio, Guel, and I want you to be this way, right? I'll bring out Begay, and I guess I'll bring a healer. I did kind of want to bring one of these guys, but we'll bring Lynham as well. And since we're flush with cash right now, Lynham, you might as well pick up your max level ability here. Begay is ready, Guel is ready, and Folio super duper ready. I guess one final check since we're going to camp. Does someone have the prevent nighttime ambush? You might not do actually, so let me just do this. Is there anything I really need on you? Tiger's Eye can be good. I mean, it's kind of irrelevant, right? Because these guys are realistically not going to be used beyond this. This might be the last time we ever see all these guys. But we may as well. And Folio's the last guy. Folio, what do you have? Increased speed. Stresses everyone out, but you do way more damage. You know what? We've got a guy to deal with that. Okay. We spent pretty heavily, but I'm kind of okay with this. Are you all holding stuff, by the way? It's been some time since I've used you. In fact, I should check. Do we have better stuff for you guys? No. Follow? Or Folio? You have anything better? Nothing immediately appeals to me. You're holding a common item right now, which feels pretty wrong. Oh, your speed 1 stuff. Honestly, that's fine. And then you probably don't have a healing thing. Is my only slight issue now. I know you do. Okay, that's not too bad. Not the super heals, but good enough. Alright. One final cove mission for the road with the veteran squad. Some people that we haven't seen for quite some time. Folio, Guel, Birgate the Definitely Frightened, number 2, and Lynham. Medium mission. I'll bring out a few shovels. We're pretty flush with cash right now. You know what? Sure, have that one extra morsel on me. You can split it 4 ways if you want. I'll bring out a bunch of medicinal herbs as well because they're quite useful in the cove. We definitely should bring some bandages. Also really useful in the cove. A few holy waters. Why not? Torches. Torches are useful. Anti-venom, I'll give it a miss. And we'll definitely bring Aegis Scales to the darkest dungeon. Right? Smile? So we're literally just doing this to pass the day.
The smell of rotting fish is almost unbearable.
That's a pretty horrible layout. I'll do this little circle and maybe go up from there and back on myself. Okay. Room battle with loot. Okay, not too bad enemy-wise. Definitely need you moving forwards, though. I probably don't want to really leave the stress units up for that long, so we'll put some damage in here. I think I will have you transforming immediately. We do have a jest, so I can actually deal with this. And do we just start raking away? I'm actually not great at hitting slot 3. We'll pick up the kill first, so I don't have to deal with double stress from the abomination and that guy. Lightning goes for a stun. Very good work. And then you. It's pretty spooky to use revenge, but it does give you a massive buff. Go on, I'll do it.
Confusion, nerves, and panic.
I do have a Vestal. Vestals are super good, right? Okay. This is going to hit the wrong guy, but it's fine because the guy actually won't hit with this attack. We do get the bleed. You're going to start raking now because you'll hit both slots, which means this guy can't actually be protected by it. So I'm noticing immediately a weakness. I can't hit slot 4, so it's a bit of an issue. Also, we can Hue here to hit the front 2 rows. That's one thing we do have in abundance. We can cleave the front 2 rows really efficiently. Might as well go for the stun here.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Alright, Spearfishman, do you care to walk forwards, please? I can't really deal with you where you are right now. There we go.
A powerful blow.
Leopard can't hit that position, but now the Vestal can. Vestal picks up a rare kill.
A faint hope blossoms.
And you might as well chop away. Would a torch not fix the darkest dungeon? You'd think. Rather than this abomination beast that I'm using right now. We might as well transform back. The battle's effectively over. And start hitting with manacles. How did you... Okay, it was actually 75% chance to hit. I thought it'd be higher. You only need to take 3 damage. I'm going to just keep distressing people right now. Okay, he's actually not deceased. I do need to do the 3. You scumbag.
About to break.
Alright, heal that back up again. And one final chop to the road. Honestly, not terrible. We do very much have to go from front to back with this party, but they got through the front fairly quickly. Alright, I'll head all the way up here and then we'll backtrack. I'll probably camp fairly soon as well, for reasons of clearing spaces in the inv. Start raking. I think this time I'm just going to bear Hugh. The battle shouldn't last too long. Famous last words.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
This little snail's going to be quite annoying. I can't status him readily, but it's still just, it's a veteran mission, right? We can just grind through this guy.
Spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
At the very worst, 2 hits gets him.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
We might want Jess to start doing some stress healing now. The Abomination is starting to get a little bit unhappy. Pop everyone up. And Hugh again.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Alright, let's take Abomination out of Abomination mode again. Get the de-stress associated with it. Go for a stun on the manacles. Alright, go for a crit instead. It was pretty likely we were getting a kill. So, kind of didn't matter. We will be dropping citrines for sapphires. That is definitely a deal I'll make. I'm honestly considering dropping the blood for something here, but I don't think the onyxes are necessarily worth it. I think I'd want to fish for something bigger.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require
no scouting.
only the strength to follow it.
We have plenty of food, so that shouldn't be an issue, even though I have to do a lot of backtracking. And we probably don't need to take a big feast either, because we've got the Jester, and they can just stay on top of the stress. And the big feast, really it kind of only matters, in my opinion, if you don't have a Jester, because then stress healing is pretty hard with the rest of the roster. Alright. You could tell with the last tile as well. Whatever. Honestly, I'm not super upset by this. I don't really want to... You've got something bad. Well, you've certainly got something bad now. You're now clumsy as well. That's really bad. You have... Hagiomania. Very cool. Very happy you touched that. No more room for paintings. Vial of Blood, I simply don't care about you. We brew plenty of Vimto back at home. Alright, well, I either picked the right path or the wrong path, depending on how you want to look at it. I was about to say, I bet you this guy's the Collector. Just immediately appears in front of me. Honestly, sure, I'll kill the Collector. It's been some time since I've done this. Pretty unlikely I get the stud here. Oh, I'd say that it's 50-50. I'm going to go for it. If I stud him, I might be able to kill him in a cycle. Okay. Not inconceivable I kill him in a cycle. Now you should transform and do a real attack, though. There's a debuff on this, so I think it's worth going for. Lower their speed. I might get another attack off because of this. I don't think I want to move you back. Yeah, I really don't want to move you back, so we'll do some de-stressing. Alright, he's probably going to get some of these guys. Which is actually really annoying because I can't hit the last slot, as I mentioned, so I'm going to have to brute force my way through this. Who's the scariest unit here? In some regards, it's the Vessel, because he could actually heal the boss, which would be annoying. There is one other way for me to do this, by the way, and it's to get the Jester up one position so I can finale slot 4. But it would basically turn my leper off, so to speak. Oh, we can actually slice you off now as well. In 3, that works. Yeah, see the double miss. The collector's dead if he doesn't get healed. So yeah, anytime someone comes up that can heal, I think we just roast them. Another double miss. Might as well de-stress. The damage is actually irrelevant at this point. The bleed's gonna get him. It's not quite true, by the way. There is some shenanigans that could go on here, but I'm gonna just believe that won't happen. So as long as no one heals him in any way, shape, or form, he's dead. It is a bit messy, I'll concede. Actually, can you hit people in this form? Nope. Not from 1. Can Bile hit? No, Bile is 3 and 4 as well. So yeah, sorry, 2 and 3. I'm really weak with people in slot 4.
The rats prepare to feast.
But that is some pretty good loot. I'll accept it.
They can be beaten.
I'll toss 2 torches for this. And I think at the end of all of this, I'll take my camp because I need to get some more in space. I probably only also need to do 4 more tiles. I think I could omit 2 and we'll be golden. Eat up. I still have 15 food and I still want to create more space, so I will never be unhappy. Well, that's not quite true. Currently, I won't be happy with a food check. If you do some very quick ones back to back, then I may be unhappy with the food situation. Whoops, I was meant to camp on the previous tile, not paying attention. It's fine. The next tile's still a good tile.
Glittering gold, trinkets and
Don't need it.
baubles, paid for in blood.
Alright, it is a battle. That's okay. Mr. Pinchy needs to go down. I do have some bandages right for this guy. Yeah, it's kind of why I brought out so many bandages. This guy's pretty spooky. Especially if he can't break through his armor easily. We're not really great at doing that, to be honest with you. Set up increased damage. Transform him. Yeah. Transform. We'll take the heal on the transform. And start raking. And then finally we'll go for a crit here.
A
I meant a stun, but we hit a crit. We got both. Thank you, game. Very kind to me. Stress is going to start getting out of hand here, assuming they hit me. Alright, keep smacking them. I think as soon as I killed Mr. Pinchy, then we can start stress healing with the Jester. But I don't really want to fuck around too much right now with this guy on the board. Man, the crits are flowing like water. They are, like, insane right now. I don't expect the stun here. I'm just doing this for damage. Alright, that's the one scary attack. The leper was always going to get bled there. We can cleanse it off, though. Alright, fish for crits. If we got a crit, he was almost certainly dead. Alright, kill this guy, and then we're good. You can start stress healing from there. Get rid of this shenanigans. I can de-stress with this party quite efficiently, actually, now that I think about it. Kind of interesting. I've never really had a party like this before. Two of my characters have self-stress heals.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Okay. Cue him. We're going to transform back, by the way. You should start doing this. Look, everyone, it was completely fine. You had nothing to worry about there. This big beastie's on our team. Realistically, although this guy can only cut me now. I was going to say realistically, I have to kill this guy if he keeps stressing me out, because I can't stress more than, or de-stress more than he's doing, you know, in terms of stress damage. But actually, if he's just going to shank me, that's fine. I can start de-stressing everyone. The game will get cross with me for doing this. Yeah, it's already getting cross with me. I'll heed your warning one time, but I still want to be a bit greedy with this. I'll use the leper to finish it, don't worry guys. This is acceptable. Mo money. No, we're good for now. Right, let's camp before I open this.
Circle in the dark.
I will do this just to create some space. Also, I did need a bit of a de-stress, I suppose. Right. No nighttime ambush for me. You don't want to deal with it. What have you got, by the way? Increase accuracy and crit? Sure. More damage and maybe de-stress? Sure. Oh, and you take damage? I don't care. There's nothing I could be less bothered about than that. Honestly, just keep buffing this guy. I'm perfectly okay with everything we've done right now. You don't need de-stressing anymore, that's fine. Now we open this for fat loot.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
3 more tiles, and we are good.
The light, the promise of safety. Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
I guess we're gonna just leave with all these holy waters still. Okay, another battle. Who's the scariest unit here? It's probably this guy, honestly, but he's in slot 2, and I kind of want to use the Jester to put some damage into 3, since he's like the only guy that can hit slot 3. I'm actually going to change my tact here as well to pick up a kill before you transform. Honestly, not bad. I can live with that as the opening turn. This guy can't really deal with slot 4, and he's also stealth. So we won't worry about that. I think you can just hew the knight away if you really want to. Alternatively, we can just try and pick up a kill. We'll just pick up a single. 2 guys in the first cycle is very reasonable. I honestly should have used a bandage on you since I have 5 and I need to go through 1 more tile. Why take the unnecessary damage? And to be completely brutal with you, I don't need to transform. Why stress our characters out? This battle's over. Even with the heal, it's over. Oh, it's not even a heal, it's just a buff. Can you do stuff from 3? You can still Beast Bile. It's really bad right now, though. And you can Manacle. Okay. We'll set up a rare finale to finish off the back guy, then. You really have, like, nothing you can do. I guess we'll do single target heal. Might as well. Bit of a waste at the end.
Destroyed.
And a finale to finale. Nice. Great, great battle. How out of space again already? Alright, Holy Water, your time is up. We'll never use you. I'll pop another shovel because it's very unlikely I'm going to need all these shovels now. Again, I have space issues. Fuck it, I don't need bandages anymore. I'll take busts. I'll keep the keys, I guess. Screw it. We'll say goodbye to the money. Okay, I'll go down. I think it's the last tile I need to use. Famous last words, by the way, before it's not the final tile. Holy shit, there's a lot of stuff here. Why not drink this? We have many of these. It is an uncommon item, so I feel like it's kind of worth picking it up. Medicinal herbs, I'll get rid of you. I don't know how much this is worth, like 1,000 or something, maybe. It actually might be better to grab the onyxes at this point, but hey-ho. In for a penny, in for a pound. And if this is the final tile, I can throw away my keys and my food. Basically everything that is not mission critical, as in, like, doesn't have any value, I guess. This is pretty spooky. This is a lot of damage they're going to do to me. We probably should transform. Yeah, let's transform. And we don't need a hew here. We'll just try and pick up another kill somewhere else. We'll try and stun slot 3. If I can kill this other guy now, then I'm happy with this. 2 kills and a stun on the first turn is great work. Especially with a miss on top of it. Now, as I said, I can't really hit the back slots. My guys are supposed to going to decide upon himself what to do. I'm not going to complain, though. He did a pretty good thing there. Shredded the corpses, and in slot 1 and 2, you are mine.
Impressive.
Heal this guy again. We could honestly transform at this point. I will transform at this point. And we're out. Okay, I'm pretty certain at this point, unless I'm severely wrong, I don't need this anymore. I won't need this anymore. I'm also fairly certain it'll end here. If I am certain, I should throw the food away. But I'm not 100%, so I'm going to say no. Alright, that's fine. The key will generate me some more resources anyway. We can throw away the food here. Oh, it's unlocked. It is unlocked. Fuck you, game. Well, it is still better to do that. My bad. At the end of the day, all I wanted to do was waste some time. We've wasted a bit of time. Our guys might have actually leveled to 5 as well in some cases. First level 5 abomination. Very nice. Who else picked up Zoophobia? Buddy, it's 2025. You can't be zoophobic of the abomination. It's not cool, man. You've got hemophilia, which is pretty bad. I guess I'll fix it because we're going to be pretty flush with cash now.
The plume
97k.
and the
Yeah, that's pretty good.
A fitting end to my folly, and a curse upon us all.
Right, let's get rid of that. No offense, sister. I'm also probably not going to take you on the final mission, so you get in here as well. And where's my other guy now? I just said. Where are you? But Gay, I'll remove hemophilia from you. And I think we're ready. I think we can go and try and deal with the dungeon that is so dark. Obviously not with these guys. Unless there's something I'm missing. So Corsair is coming out as the Vestal. I know that for a fact. England is also coming out, wherever he is. Where's England? There he is. You're coming out for certain. We're going to bring out Revius. And we're going to bring out Callow. This is going to be the squad for that mission. And YouTube, I've decided I'll do it in another part. So this is not going to be the final part. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, comment, subscribe. Everyone helps me out. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.